Hello everybody and welcome back to Surviving Mars, where we are, polluting. It's always fun to be, rewarded for polluting. Kind of a nice change from something like Cities Skylines, which I realize I haven't played on this channel. I'm not sure how interesting that would be, but I mean, I suppose if this is interesting, that might be. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't really have a concept for what I would do for Cities Skylines, but if it's something you want to see, let me know. I'll look into it. I'll think about it. However, this is what we're doing right now. And our concrete extractor's storage spaces are full.
Sector scan.
But that's okay. We have plenty of concrete. I'm not too concerned. We'll get there eventually. We did, however, just scan a sector, which is always nice. Looks like there was nothing in it. Okay. Well, we're going to keep scanning these lowlands here. Eventually, we're going to have all of this flattened out, I'm sure. But for right now, I always do that. And then I hit E afterwards, and I'm just like, it's supposed to be a Paradox game, not a Paradox published game. Come on. And then I'm like, oh wait, it's Paradox published. Clearly, too much time spent playing Stellaris lately. Or, alternatively, not enough time spent playing Stellaris lately, because I'm not currently playing Stellaris. That might be the case. Anyway, we are going to be running out of seeds relatively soon. That's for sure. But hey, we've got some life here. Look at that. 0.02%. When can we send this rocket? Not for a while. Can we change the priority? Oh yeah, we can. This rocket is high priority. This rocket is low priority. There we go. Okay. We're almost done flattening this area over here, which is good. We have a lot to do over here.
Research complete.
Russia has nearly completed a milestone. I mean, that's great. Russia is going to beat us to everything. I kind of don't care. Fuel compression completed. That's nice. What are we going to go for next? Keep going down the terraforming? Planetary anomalies might be a good thing to have, actually. Because we now have some fuel production going on, so yeah, I think that'll be fine. I don't know if we can go over 100%. Like, do we then ditch these greenhouse gases? I mean, obviously we don't want to be continuing to pump fuel into them for no reason, right? But do we continue, like, if we did do that, can we start having like a runaway greenhouse effect? That would be weird. Earth 2.0? Earth 2 electric boogaloo? Yeah, that would just be weird. Okay, so we're full on stored water, and this is not producing at full capacity due to lack of demand. Okay, good. That is exactly what I want it to be doing right now. That was an interesting little hiccup. So, this water here, how do we... Increased by evaporating it from lakes, as well as completing the Capture Ice Asteroids, Cloud Seeding, and Melt the Polar Caps special projects. Its improvement boosts the effectiveness of moisture evaporators, required for rains and local vegetation growth. Okay. So, special projects. And evaporating it from lakes, which we don't have. And I don't know how to make a lake. Oh. Well, we can make a pond inside of a dome. Interesting. But I would think that... Oh, there's a new special project, huh? What is this? Grants funding. Multiple uses of this project will yield diminishing returns. Okay, and it requires 50 fuel, 30 of these things, and 50 of these things. Okay. I want to do this, though. It may cause a Marsquake, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the greenhouse gases, realistically. What I want to do is capture these ice asteroids. But we don't have the
Sector
fuel
scanned.
yet. Oh, there's water in Sector 10? Oh, look at that, there's water. That's nice. Underground water and another research site. Now, if we terraform this, does it just move them to be on the surface? I would assume so. Like if we flatten this, I would assume it just keeps it on the surface, right? It doesn't bury the thing. I would hope not anyway. Surely not. Surely it wouldn't do that. In before it does that. That would be awkward. Okay, how goes our refueling over here? Not amazingly, is the answer. It's going not amazingly well. We're about halfway done. Which reminds me, I should go ahead and put a fuel depot right here, so that it actually has a place to store it just outside, in case, like, it fills up. Of course, if that's the case, you know what? No, I think we just destroy that. Realistically, you go do that. Thank you. Okay, so we have new planetary anomalies, and realistically, I feel like we also need a landing pad, which, is that under infrastructure? Yes, it is. Okay. So I want a landing pad to come in, like, maybe over here. And we would have, like, pads A and B. Protects nearby buildings and vehicles from dust during rocket landings and takeoffs. That sounds ideal. So let's have pad A here. And then pad B be, like, here. Or maybe, like, here. There we go. Research cooperation. Your attention is required. A new deep space telescope will be launched to scan the cosmos from a point even further out than Mars. The company behind the telescope, Lambda Industries, has partnered with our sponsor to share the financial burden of the deep space launch. Our sponsor, not one to waste an opportunity to help their most ambitious project, says the splitting of the launch bill will basically pay for a single supply pod they can fill with cargo of our choosing. What do we pick? So we could bring orbital probes, we could bring some extra resources, or a new RC transport. I feel like resources. Russia has nearly brought humans to Mars. Good for you, Russia. You're gonna beat us to all the milestones. That's fine. Oh, we've got our supply pod. We'll just drop the supply pod over here. There we go. Yep, they built a dome. Good for them. I'm not in competition with Russia. Okay, we'll go ahead and salvage this guy. And we brought in the machine parts and electronics. Excellent. Okay, how goes this over here? We're 99% done. We need one more waste rock. I feel like somebody can do that. Oh well. So now that we've got these dedicated landing pads over here, things are going to go much better. As soon as this guy gets refueled anyway, which could take a while. Since our fuel refinery is all the way up here. I'm going to go ahead and reassign
Sector scanned.
a bunch of these, like maybe not 7, but I'm going to reassign these 5 up to this hub. There you guys go. You guys can have fun up there. I feel like we need more up here and less up here. Okay, so we finished flattening this, and that... Okay. Needs some work. I'm going to go ahead and do a little more landscaping here. Flatten this. And I also want to flatten, let's see here. How do we resize this? There we go. I want to flatten this, but not necessarily that size. Yeah, a bit more like that. Okay. Oh, get on it. Excellent. That should do the trick. For now, anyway. And as far as this goes, we're going to need to build a ramp up over this way eventually and have a second outpost, like up over here. Primarily for the purposes of wind power. We did find more water, which is always nice. Oh, hello. What is this? Underground metals. Okay. Sounds good. How's our refueling going? Excellent. No drones are assigned to either of these, which is perfect. And I don't think we're going to be needing to bring any more drones for now. Oh, this is going really fast. Okay, so how many drones do we have here? 9 of 20 and 6 of 20. I'm going to go ahead and move one of these drones to this command center. So 8 and 7. Okay, and I think we will probably bring more drones eventually, but for right now, this should be good. But hey, we're at 2% temperature. Okay, how goes our fuel up over here? Like, how much do we have stored? Not much is the answer. The real question is, do we cause a Marsquake? Like, when we do this, do we cause a Marsquake? It'll be interesting. We'll find out. But before we can do that, we're definitely going to need this guy fully refueled, and he's currently 4/5. So we're getting there. How's our water resources holding out? Oh, we're fine. We have tons of water still. Sounds good. Okay, I want you to come work on this. There we go. That's going to be probably our last terraforming, our last landscaping project for a little while, anyway. Russia has completed a milestone. First human. Good for them. I'm proud of them. I'm really not concerned about doing this in a time-efficient manner. I'm concerned about doing this, I guess you could say, correctly. Which I'm very much not doing, I'm sure. I'm more concerned in just having a successful colony and enjoying getting there. Maybe I should have had no, maybe I should have had no other colonies, like, realistically. I don't know. That might have been the better idea. So they've got plenty of stored fuel, so pretty much all of the fuel is currently going over to these guys. And of course, when they move to the landing pads, this is going to be much more efficient. However, we are going to need to eventually build a dome. So, let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, there's uneven terrain up over here right now. So I'm wondering, is the blue hexes the radius of the dome? Yes. Comfort will be boosted by 10 if we build it here. Okay, so that's probably where we're going to build it, up over in this region. We'll have to connect in all that stuff. We'll have to get some oxygen flowing, which is going to be exciting. Consumes power and produces oxygen. Okay. Yep, that's gonna probably be what ends up having to happen. Yeah, I know. I know it's a little early to place a dome. Don't worry about it. I was just experimenting. I'm not actually bringing humans yet. Be a little insane. Like, realistically, Mars is or rather, Russia is very focused on getting those milestones, clearly, whereas I'm more focused on terraforming. Hey, looks like this finished up. Excellent. Well, that should do for now. I just want to look at this terrain a bit here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This section over here could use maybe a little bit of work. Let's go ahead and do a quick landscaping and flatten this right here. We'll start here and we'll just go like that. Get on it. Excellent. And we'll go ahead and start construction on our basic dome. This is within the vista, so we'll build it right there. We are going to need power lines. And because there are humans involved, I'm going to go ahead and make this a bit redundant. So we'll have a power line coming in this way. And then we'll have a second line coming in. Not quite like that. Not quite like that either. Like that. Okay. And then we will make sure that connects up properly. There we go. Wait, what is this? There and back again. Refueling? Hang on. This is... There we go. Refuel a rocket. Yes. Okay. Pretty sure I've done that before, but whatever. Okay, so in that case, we can just send this to go capture that ice asteroid, right? We need 100 fuel.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, we need 100 fuel and 15 machine parts. Okay. That's fine. We'll do that. Okay, so we have one building not working, specifically this one, because it was full. That's fine. Okay, now as far as this down over here goes, we definitely need pipes as well. So we're just going to connect up over like so. And get our redundant connection up. There we go. And now it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue this. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.